All right, my loves. Hi, how are you? Okay, let's see. Let's fix this camera just a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna do a singles reading. I really wanted to do a reading before I go to bed, so I want to do a singles read. So let's get started, my loves. Let's take a look and see what's going on for the singles in the month of March. Holy Spirit, my angels, my guides, please give me a reading for the singles, for my single men and women, divine masculine, divine feminine out there, in all areas of their life. Let's get started. Like, subscribe, share, comment, stay on my channel so I can pick up on your energy when I do read. I love you guys. All right, for my singles, collective, everybody, general, give me a reading for all the singles that are going to come across this reading for the month of March. Thank you. Give me 9 cards, Holy Spirit. Okay. All right. So we have 8 of Swords opening the reading. We have Knight of Pentacles. We have High Priestess. We have Temperance. Okay. We have Knight of Wands. The Devil in the reverse. Give me 3 more cards. We have 8 of Pentacles. We have Page of Pentacles. And we have Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. Beautiful, my singles. So you're looking pretty here. So opening the reading, the beginning of March, it looks like you're gonna open up with some type of mental things happening, something that you are trying to what you call it, when you to break out of, right? To break out of something that you're trying to let go of. There are things coming into the month of March that you are breaking out of, because next to that we have the Knight of Pentacles and we also have the High Priestess here. Why I say you're getting out of something is because I see you being grounded. You also have some energies coming towards you, some courtship, some suitors coming towards you in the month of March, beginning of March. And while they are coming, they are moving real slow. You're also coming together within yourself. There are things that you're leaving behind and becoming whole and reconciling to self here. We have Temperance. You're going to be having a lot of patience with yourself. I feel like you're going to be having more compassion towards yourself. You're going to be having more care towards yourself, taking care of the inside just as the outside. I heard taking care of the outside and the inside and the outside, from the inside to the outside and the outside to the inside. I like that. So you're taking care of yourself all around, and even in your own environment. I see some of you also making some changes around you. And we have Knight of Wands here. So remember what I always say in my readings: sometimes when you become that person and when you're exuding that energy of love, you will also attract some people that are not the best for you, right? So you will be attracting maybe even some players from the Himalayas, you know, the old energies that maybe you entertained some time ago that played with you. But I see you not entertaining them with the devil here in the reverse, because what you want is for the best for you. You want what's good for you and no more than nonsense. You know you can decipher between what's good for you and what is bad for you, and you're not tolerating any less because you are respecting yourself. And that's another thing too that I wanted to talk about: self-love. Self-love is not necessarily self-respect or self-control. However, we may argue and say, okay, well, how can you love yourself and not have self-control or self-respect? Because trust me, God, the spirit of God and the spirit of the devil, that's good and evil, that is very difficult to balance out. So some people may love themselves absolutely on the inside, but on the outside they're not taking care of themselves. I'm talking about people that can love themselves wholeheartedly, but they have weaknesses. We have weaknesses towards certain addictions: sex, alcohol, drugs, things of that nature, food. They cannot take care of themselves on the 3D level. They may love themselves on the inside, very beautiful spirit, but they have a weakness. Some of you are letting go of those, and they call those bondages. That's why we're opening here with the 8 of of swords. So some of you are letting go of those toxic ways, the things that you've been doing as self-harm, as self-abuse. Self-control is going to be taking over. Taking I want to also say self-control and self-respect is going to be a part of your self-love. Okay, some people may not agree with what I'm saying, because self-love, just because you love yourself, yes, you can be in love with yourself, but again, remember what I said, the devil exists. He seeks whom he may devour. Okay, and sometimes when we remove certain things, there's some things that come and replace it. The Bible says it. When one thing goes, seven more entities may come. So you have to protect your energy. Some of you need to really find what really makes you happy. Look for activities to do. Look for things that are healthier for you, and remove things that may be of temptation to you. Occupy yourself with things that are healthy for your mental, for your emotional, for your financial. And some of you know the things that keep you busy. And I feel like, because we have eight of pentacles here also in the reverse, some of you understand that fighting sometimes does not necessarily work. Sometimes you have to be still and know that he is God. Just be still and get grounded, because the more you fight, the more you are just continuing to either perpetuate those things that you no longer want, right? I know that we say, we put on all these things, a plate of, in the Bible talks about, putting a shield of faith and all this other stuff. It's not necessarily talking about fighting, right? It's not talking about fighting. It's talking about faith. Your faith is what makes you still. According to your faith it will be done, right? And I'm not here to preach for you. I'm not saying that. I am just saying, for those of you that are struggling with certain things that you're trying to let go of, sometimes you just need to be patient with yourself. You need to be patient with yourself, with the temperance here. Be patient with yourself, and do the work without always feeling like you have to correct it, you have to correct it, you have to correct. Like, you're always thinking about it. How about you go into the end and live in the end? What do I mean by that? Live in the state of you are there, you are healed, you are completely happy. And for those of you that continue to go in circles, I was hearing a message before I did this reading, and I was like, I think it's so mind-blowing that sometimes we put ourselves in karmic cycles, and we're not sure why we're going through these certain things. So for example, keeping your spirit pure without the soul ties. And I'm not here to preach anybody or to stop anybody from doing anything, but this is my own thing and my own understanding. I was watching a show and they were talking about semen retention and things like that, celibacy and all that stuff, and I was like, I understand why you can be such a happy person, but all of a sudden, by sleeping with one wrong person, you can have energy transmutation and transmission, spiritual transmission. Energy is transferred. In other words, you can get contaminated by certain things, such as low lying energy. Especially if you come together with low vibrational energies, you can transmit spiritual spiritual transmission energies from another person. You find yourself, okay, now I'm depressed, I'm angry, I'm this, I'm that, but I never really was like that. I did all the work, right? But because maybe you fell into a temptation and you slept with the wrong person. So I don't know why I'm getting this message, but some of you really need to be very careful who you entertain in your life, especially if you're starting to recognize these things in your life in the month of March. And that's what I see you doing. You're no longer fighting these things, and you're no longer fighting the urge, but you are actually making a commitment to yourself that this is what I want to do. Some of you are going to be writing letters to yourself. I don't know why I got that message, but instead of wanting to hear from somebody else, you're going to be loving yourself. You know how, like around Valentine's, people buy themselves flowers because they love themselves, they do things for themselves. You go out to movies because you're in the self-love journey. Now you have to fall in love with yourself. Write a letter to yourself and just practice things like that to understand yourself. If there's something that you're failing to heal at, don't be waiting for somebody to show you love or to call you or to text you. Those are temporary little things. They're like instant gratification, but they go away when that person stops again. Then you're back to that's not self-love. So some of you need to understand what it is that you want from other people. Do for yourself. Okay, so some of you may start writing letters to yourself and journaling and just taking care of yourself. We do have a Queen of Pentacles. Most of you are going to be coming into money, some type of promotion at work, and an abundance of money. But I do see a lot of self-care that is very genuine and authentic. I needed a center. I need as a center. Let me have the center of this reading. Spirit, give me one card for the center of this reading for my singles in the month of March, please, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles. Some of you are still gonna, not all of you are gonna get healed right away, and that's okay. Okay, the thing about it is you may end up struggling a little bit. So if you have some issues that you're working on, you need to understand that you will have moments of weakness, but continue to just try, continue to ground yourself and look at where you've come from and what caused that issue that you're facing in the month of March, and then continue to do the work that you need to do. But the whole thing here, like, this is earth energy, so some of you could be Virgos or Capricorns or Tauruses, and the earth is, this tells me that some of you are going to be doing a lot of grounding and reevaluating your progress. Don't be too hard on yourself. Be patient with yourself. Okay, it's going to take a lot of patience for some of you to overcome certain things, certain addictions, certain things that are happening in your life. You're going to need to be very patient with yourselves. Okay, or whatever it is that you're obsessing over. If you're obsessing over somebody, you're going to need to be patient with yourself. If you're obsessing towards so it's not only about just the the behaviors and the addictions and all this. There are also some people that are obsessed with this thing, like maybe they want to be in a relationship so badly, maybe they want to get married so badly, like that sense of desperation. You have to let go and focus on yourself and put that love towards yourself. At least that's the message that I'm getting. So we do have a Two of Swords here. Some of you could be sitting at a crossroads in regards to something. Some of you are thinking of just letting go and giving up on something. But trust me, whatever it is that you're hoping for and wishing for, you will get it, because we do have the Page of Pentacles here. Some of you are going to be hearing some good news from somebody. It could be a new job, could be some interviews coming up. Just make sure that you're very prepared for them, because you are going to come into a job that you wanted, that you always wanted, or even something that is better than you even expected. So this is a beautiful reading for you guys. Let's take a look and see what this Seven of Pentacles, what's really bothering you, my singles, in the month of March with this Seven of Pentacles. What's really going on with this Seven of Pentacles? What is it that's going on in the month of March? Okay, yes, some of you really want to succeed, and you will succeed. You will succeed. You will get there. I feel this because we do have the High Priestess twice on the table. This is beautiful energy. You are going to get there. Just be very patient with yourself. Give me two more cards, Spirit. Thank you, the World. You are going to succeed. Whatever you've been struggling with is going to end. If you've been struggling with a low-lying energy or being low vibrational to some extent, or suffering from something, maybe depression, whatever, stress, whatever is going on in your life that you've been trying to get over, you will be okay in the month of March. That cycle is over. That karmic experience is over. That karmic cycle is over. Give me one more card, Spirit. I love this reading for you singles. One more card. This wanted to come up. We have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so the Ace of Cups, so there will be a new beginning. It may seem like it's not over, but it is over. Okay, so you are being granted a new wish here. Okay, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. See, you are gonna come out on top. You're gonna look good. Your money is gonna be looking good. Your business, if you own a business, is gonna be looking great. Some of you are gonna be changing jobs, or even changing homes, purchasing homes. Money, there is money here. You're looking good, and some of you are gonna be single in the month of March. I really don't see love coming here, except for this Nine of Pentacles that is is taking time. It's not necessarily going to be in the month of March, but there is somebody who probably has an eye on you and watching you, and will probably be coming towards you. Look at what's at the bottom. Patience. At the bottom of the Nine of Pentacles, somebody is watching you and somebody is coming towards you. I love this for you guys. All right, let's take the Keeper deck here. Give me 3 cards for the singles in the month of March, Spirit. All right, family room. Some of you are really purchasing a home, and some of you could be going back home, maybe to visit family, or family will be coming towards you, spending a lot of time in your family room and spending a lot of time maybe with your children. Let's see what else. All right. Okay, great fortune, but that came in the reverse. So there may not necessarily be luck, because some of you maybe don't even do things that you prefer to work for your money. And it looks like in the month of March you are working hard for your money. It's just not going to be money falling off of the sky. Or some of you probably don't even gamble or play the lottery. So for me to say, oh, somebody is gonna win the lottery, I'll be like, eh. So great fortune, that's all it's saying. So you also have to watch out for your money, the way you're spending your money. Make sure you're not making any losses, and if there are any issues, make sure you get your refunds. Look at how you are spending your money and make sure that you're budgeting and saving money. Okay, and yeah, there could be despair here. Somebody you may hear of someone maybe losing a job, or maybe just struggling to find a job, or struggling to just make ends meet. Just make sure that you have saved enough for emergency. Have an emergency fund. For some of you, main female, someone may also tell you about how they're struggling. So yeah, you may hear of somebody struggling financially. Give me 3 cards, Spirit, for the singles in the month of March. Okay, Twin Flame. Could be, some of you could be going through the dark night of the soul too. All right, Wallflower. Some of you are withholding, and you're limiting your potential here and being shy. But I also do see that if you're going through the dark night of the soul, some of you, again, like I said, like I picked up before, some of you may have been getting into entanglements with people that are not of your elevated status, and that may hold you back a little bit with limited potential here. All right, and we have true love, but you do have true love. That's because you were going through a test. It was just a test. Whatever you were going through in the month of February, it was a test, and you will come on top in the month of March. At the bottom we have Ice King. Some of you could be meeting an air sign, or even a Leo. All right, let's see, what else do we want to see? Let's see. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. Let me see if I can get your career here. Yeah, money and career. Give me 2 cards for the singles in the month of March, Spirit. What would you like us to know? Okay, all right. So some of you like music, so you might start to listen to a lot of music. Some of you had stopped manifesting. I don't know why I heard that, but some of you maybe had stopped manifesting, so you'll be going back into manifesting. And some of you may actually start your own business, and some of you are going into the medical industry, or you work in the medical industry, or will be living in medical industry. But someone here may meet someone also that could even be a doctor, or somebody who is in the medical industry, a nurse, or someone that works in care work, that works with people. All right, so okay, yeah, some of you are going to be changing your wardrobe, buying new clothes, even hats. So for example, if you were not wearing hats before, some of you are going to be sprucing up your wardrobe and just upgrading yourself, because we did talk about self-care from the inside out and the outside in. So some of you are going to be probably revamping your wardrobe, maybe changing your looks, and maybe going to the market. It's about to get warm, so some of you are probably going to be going to I see someone going to the flea market as well. And Let's see here. Okay, the sky is not the limit, it's a set. So some of you are probably, going places, and some of you may be getting into IT, or you could be meeting someone who is in IT, or someone works in IT, or you could be meeting someone who um, will encourage you to get into IT. Some of you could be going back to school so you can get into IT and enhance your skills. Some of you may also be traveling on business. I don't know why I heard that. All right, give me 3 cards, Holy Spirit, for the singles in the month of March. What about the ones that are missing somebody? What would those people that are missing our singles want to say? If you're waiting to hear from somebody, what are they going to say in the month of March? Or what would they say if they were to speak to you? Or what will they be thinking about my singles in the month of March? I wish I had treated you better. So there's somebody thinking about you in the month of March. Someone who wish they had treated you better, or somebody is actually thinking about you right now, and it will maybe trickle into the month of March. So whether they come back or not, whether they express this or not, just know that somebody in the month of March is probably going to be thinking about you a lot. All right, what else, Spirit? What else would they like to say, or what else would they say if they were to see my singles in the month of March? What are they thinking in the month of March in regards to my singles? I hide behind material things. So maybe this is a person who is very maybe surface level or shallow. Not shallow necessarily, but I say shallow. So maybe some of you we're dealing with people that are pretty shallow, and this could be the same person that wish they had treated you better. Maybe they look down upon how you look, which is not very nice. And I mean, why would you want a person like that anyway, unless they come with Jesus himself? I don't know. But I left you before you could leave me. Oh my God. See, this is somebody who left you because they're a person who is just maybe not a good person for you. Okay, because sometimes a karmic comes into our life, and just gives us the lessons like very abruptly and very roughly, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're a bad person. They may have their own insecurities that they had to deal with. So in this case, they wanted to leave you before you could leave them. Maybe they felt that you were leaving them and decided to leave you first. All right, you came closer than anyone. Maybe this is somebody who doesn't like people to get too close to them emotionally, so they had to run. Maybe you're dealing with a runner. We have a twin flame here at the bottom. So maybe you met your twin flame, but maybe they are unhealed. Just because they're an unhealed person, you don't have to deny them as a twin flame because they're not the ideal person for you. Sometimes it's also because you may need to do some work yourself. Whether you agree with this or not, this is what I'm hearing and this is what I'm getting, and that's the message. Give me 3 cards, Holy Spirit, in the month of March for my singles. Air signs, some of you could be Geminis, Libras, and Aquariuses resonating with this reading, or you're dealing with one, or you may have this in your chart. Cupid's arrow. Okay, have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting or hesitation. This could be your past person that may come and offer you a date or a surprise visit. They might, oh, look at that card fell on the floor. I always say it was not meant to be here, but it says liar. Some of you could have a liar coming back to you and asking you out. Well, whether you want to go out or not is up to you. Maybe somebody may come and try to date you or something, but you may not take them back because you feel as though they're a liar. Maybe that's why that card got on the floor. Maybe you've forgotten about this person, but that you may meet this person. Give it time. Everything happens in divine timing. Let things flow. So don't rush anything just because something looks good. And if a person comes in and just because they look good doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be with them. You will have commitment in your future. Things are getting serious. For those of you that are in a relationship right now, it may go to the next stage, right? Excuse me, it may go to the next stage. You may find yourself maybe getting asked out, maybe on a date, or to marry, or whatever. Your relationship will be getting upgraded. Maybe someone will ask somebody to be exclusive. All right, I don't know why that turned, but it's okay, it's fine. All right, give me 3 cards here, Spirit, for my singles in the month of March. What else would you like us to know in the month of March for my single spirit? The butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase. So that is something that is really happening for somebody. Somebody may actually be offering somebody a commitment. So there could be a proposal for some of you singles in the month of March. Passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Some of you are just meeting somebody new, and that may lead to something really beautiful. One more card, spirit, the phoenix. Yes, so there could be a new phase, a rekindling. Some of you may be reconciling with somebody that, you know, I think we already talked about somebody coming back, or there could be a couple of people maybe coming back into your life. Somebody may also have changed their mind. This is probably somebody that maybe this person that left you before you could leave them, they might come back. Somebody who may have ghosted you, my singles, may come back and wants to transform this situation. We have the golden mirror here. Maybe they had to look at themselves in the mirror and really reevaluate their life. Maybe they were self-absorbed, or and maybe they even love bombed you, like almost having narcissistic traits, not necessarily meaning that they are a narcissist. That's why we also have the liar at the bottom. Maybe they just have the traits, but doesn't necessarily mean that they are a narcissist. Maybe somebody who's also actually doing the work that needs to be done. So they might even come in and apologize to you. Now whether they decide to continue a relationship with you, I don't know. Maybe they might ask to be friends. Okay, give me 6 cards of advice for my single spirit, and I'm gonna close this reading. My nose is getting blocked. Okay, time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. So some of you need to take time away from, you know, other things like work. Take time off to yourself and really just, you know, focus on yourself. And some of it is talking about some of y'all relationships. You may need to take time apart to think if this is something that you want, but you do have abundance coming up ultimately. Okay, so just because March is going to be kind of sketchy with your money, it's not a permanent thing. Okay, so your abundance is still here. It's just going to be, ooh, double abundance. What? Good for you. Good for you, my single. So you do have double abundance here. I love it for you. So I wouldn't worry too much if you know, fall short of a little bit of money in the month of March. You will get back up. Okay, give me 3 more cards, spirit. Twin flame. So twin flame is being emphasized there. Like I said before, some of you could be going through the dark night of the soul. So sometimes there could be a bit of, you know, suffering even in the financial, in the 3D world, okay, in the material. But that too shall come to pass. And then there is healing here. So some of you is also because you're doing the work. And when you're doing the work, sometimes you do fall into those temptations and into all those shortfalls. But at the end of the day, you will come up on top. 1 more card, spirit. We have stability. So at the end of the day, you will have abundance and stability. And stability, closing this reading, you'll be fine. You'll be just fine. Don't worry in the month of March, okay? And then there's a second chance here. Second chance at everything in your life, at your love life, at your money. There will be a second chance. So whatever it is that you're going through, it is only temporary. I love you, my singles. I love you. I love you hard. And I wish you a very good evening. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and stay on my channel so I can pick up on your energy next time. Till we meet again, I love you. Mwah. Have a good night.